first alert overnight on housing veterans who need a place to live in Green Bay. The city council voting to approve the veteran tiny home project. It was an 8-4 vote.
The approval came after more than 3 hours of heated discussion by the council and people in the community. Arguments were made for and against the project, with people living in Schmidt Park, where the tiny homes will be built, saying the project isn't clear enough, while also raising concerns about potential increasing crime in the area.
Members of Veterans First argued there are misconceptions about homeless veterans.
You're destroying a neighborhood. You will be destroying a neighborhood if these people can't effectively manage this. You will cause crime in Schmidt Park. You will cause our property values to go down.
They're individuals that want to have a stable life. I think the generalization of veterans being unable to be responsible or have these issues is stereotypical and not the reality in their lives.
As we reported last month, the proposal received unanimous zoning approval from the Green Bay Plan Commission. The planned development will create 21 small homes of a cottage court on 3.5 acres of donated land on St. Anthony Drive.
8 of the tiny homes will be for homeless veterans. The other 17 will be affordable units for veterans in need to rent.